All right, we are back with another UFO sighting video. This is from New York, 1947. Looks like it's a disc-shaped craft. I haven't read the story yet, but it seems kind of interesting. It's in a rural part of New York called Saranac Lake. So let's see what we've got here. Takes place at nighttime, August of 47, 10 p.m. at night. Number of objects, 6 or 7. Oh my gosh. Number of witnesses, this is a mass sighting. 5 to 6 witnesses. It was reported to a local radio station. Interesting. Well, let's see what we got here. 1947. I was about, I was about 4 years old. We were at our cabin in Adirondacks, and several neighbors were visiting us as we just arrived for our summer vacation. As I was young, I was put to bed earlier, but was listening to the adults talking in the living room. We had no electricity or running water when I wanted to go to the toilet, which was in an outhouse in the corner of the shed. My father escorted me to the shed and went back inside the cabin door to get away from the mosquitoes where he could still see the shed. Okay. While in the outhouse, every minute or so, I could hear a whirring from far away, getting nearer, then going away. When I ran back inside the cabin and told my father, he had said it was probably just an owl or other creature. A few minutes later, all the adults were outside the back door as someone had gone to the outhouse and saw this disc-shaped object, which seemed to be slightly lit up and making a whirring sound coming into view from the south, passing almost overhead and disappearing around Mount Baker. Okay. So passing almost overhead and disappearing around Mount Baker. Okay. I sneaked out and actually saw one. One passed every minute or so before I got caught and was sent back in. We had an old battery radio, and when listening to the local news the next day, we heard several reports of the same sighting from the village. Thank you to the... Okay. So... Okay. This is 1947. And people are seeing a disc-shaped craft in 1947. Like... Come on, man. Color of objects was white? Well, there's additional information here. That's good. The object I remember seeing was, to the best of my recollection, basically white. Okay. Let's see. The light was from the entire object. It was glowing. No individual lights were showing as from a plane. That is weird. Yeah. So it's kind of a glowing white disc. That's crazy. The speed of the object was about what one would expect of a very fast airplane. However, I remember someone... Oh, that's... Okay. I remember someone saying later some of the objects either earlier or later than the one I actually saw darted about irregularly, very quickly, and as I said, there was a whirring noise, but it wasn't that loud. As each passed somewhat overhead. It was, however, not a plane, as I spent many summers there and had seen many planes, both at night and day, and none resembled what I saw. There was quite a bit of discussion for days later, especially as the local radio station which was WNBZ, I believe, mentioned some locals in the village, which was about a half-mile away, had seen flying saucers that night. Wow. I guess there was some apprehension as we were isolated from civilization with no electricity or phone at our Adirondack camp and no car to get away. He said no one felt anything abnormal, including myself. Keep in mind that the date I mentioned could be off by a year as I was very young at the time. Okay. That is really interesting. It's definitely credible. I mean, there's no reason for these people to be making crap up. Very good, though. So there was a bunch of them and then a bunch of witnesses. That's good. Yeah, I had to turn a light on here. Okay. So let me know what you think of this report. And I will be back with more strange UFO sighting videos in the near future. Thank you for watching.